So what is a 3D shape? A three-dimensional or 3D shape is a solid figure, object, or shape that has three dimensions, which are length, width, and height. So how long is it, how wide is it, and how tall is it? Let's watch this Jack Hartman video about shapes.
Children's songs, sing and move along. Children's songs make your brain and body strong. Shapes, shapes, 3D shapes. Sphere, cylinder, pyramid, cube and cone. Sphere, cylinder, pyramid, cube and cone. Here is a sphere, it has this shape. These are things that have the shape of a sphere. You can see them every place. The sun is a sphere. A basketball is a sphere. A baseball is a sphere. The moon is a sphere. Here is a cylinder. It has this shape. These are things that have the shape of a cylinder. You can see them every place. A pencil shaft is a cylinder. A can of beans is a cylinder. A paper towel roll is a cylinder. A jar of jelly is a cylinder. Here is a pyramid. It has this shape. These are things that have the shape of a pyramid. You can see them every place. A building can be a pyramid. Some tents are a pyramid. An Egyptian pyramid is a pyramid. Some roofs are a pyramid. Here is a cube. It has this shape. These are things that have the shape of a cube. You can see them every place. Blocks can be a cube. Dice can be a cube. An ice cube can be a cube. A box can be a cube. Here is a cone. It has this shape. These are things that have the shape of a cone. You can see them every place. A megaphone is a cone. A pencil tip is a cone. An ice cream cone can be a cone. A traffic cone is a cone. Shapes, shapes, 3D shapes. Sphere, cylinder, pyramid, cube and cone. Sphere, cylinder, pyramid, cube and cone. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and leave me a comment below. For more fun movement songs that help develop a child's brain and body, check out my album, I've Got Music in...
Today we're focusing on 4 3D shapes. The first one is a sphere. So a sphere is a three-dimensional object that is perfectly round. Every point on the surface of a sphere is the same distance to the center. 2 examples of a sphere would be a basketball or an orange. Can you think of any examples for a sphere? Our next shape is a cylinder. A cylinder is a three-dimensional object with 2 flat ends that are circular and 1 curved side. So 2 examples for a cylinder would be a roll of paper towels or a can. Can you think of any examples for cylinders? Our next 3D shape is a cube. A cube is a three-dimensional object with 6 identical faces and shaped like a box. 2 examples of a cube would be a Rubik's Cube, if you've ever played with one of those, or maybe you've seen ABC blocks. Blocks are examples of cubes. Can you think of anything else for a cube? Lastly, we have a cone. A cone is a three-dimensional object with one flat surface and a curved surface that comes to a point at the top. Two examples of cones would be an ice cream cone and a party hat. Can you think of anything else for a cone? Now we're going to have a little fun with the shape hunt. I want you to find items in your house that are the same 3D shapes that we just talked about. So that will be spheres, cylinders, cubes, and cones. I'll set a timer for 2 minutes for you to find each shape. Once you find your items, separate them into piles. So first, I'll set a timer for you to find spheres. Don't start until I start my timer. Okay, ready? You're searching your house for spheres. Okay, so let's bring back your sphere items and put them into their own pile. The next shape you're going to be looking for is a cylinder. So get ready. Your time starts now. All right, it's time to bring back your cylinders. Make sure that you separate your spheres and your cylinders into two piles so they're not mixed together. Our next shape that you're going to find is a cube. So look around your house for items that look like cubes. Are you ready? Set, go. All right, it's time to bring back your cubes. Again, make sure that all of your shapes are in different piles. So your cubes should be in their own pile, your cylinders should be in their own pile, and your spheres should be in their own pile. Now our last shape that you'll have to find is a cone. So look around your house for some cones. You can start now. Okay, boys and girls, your time is up. So make sure that you have your cones in their own separate pile, just like the rest of your shapes. So now that you've found all of your shapes and put them in their own piles, I want you to count the number of items in each group. After you've counted each group, decide which group has the most items in it and which group has the least. Don't do anything with your shapes just yet. Let's watch this video on Venn diagrams.
Let's see how he does it. He drew a circle to represent all the red gifts and another circle to represent all the fruits. But he remembered that some of the fruits are also red. So he made sure that the two circles have an overlapping part. Then he started grouping the items inside the circles. Red gifts go inside the first circle. Fruits go inside the second circle. And the red gifts that are also fruits, such as this apple and the strawberry, go into the overlapping part of the circles. What we see right now is called a Venn diagram. The items inside the circles, or Ivan's presents from his mom, are the data. In other words, data is any item or object that we want to list down or record. Wasn't that fun and easy?
Okay, so you're going to use the shapes that you found to make a Venn diagram to compare and contrast. You can use hula hoops, string, or just separate your items to create your Venn diagram. In your Venn diagram, you'll decide which of your shapes can stack and which can roll. Can any of your shapes do both? So we're going to use the Venn diagram on the next slide to help you. In one circle of your Venn diagram, let's put all of the shapes, which items you can put on top of one another. So which ones can stack without them falling? In your other circle, put all of the shapes that can roll. In the middle of your circles, put any items you found that can do both. You can take as much time as you need for this Venn diagram. After you finish your Venn diagram, answer the question in the comments of this video. Is a circle a 3D shape?